There you go. Three-time world champ Carissa Moore's going to be up against Johanne Defay here. And Carissa, she has an exceptional track record in this event. In fact, the first time she surfed in this contest, it was a long time ago, Peter, way back in 2007. She made the final. She was 14 years old.
That's incredible. It really is. And I actually believe I was there to witness that one. And
I think we both were, my friend.
Yes.
It was awesome. On the lookout for our last semi-finalist here. Three-time world champ Carissa Moore up. She's surfing against Johanne Defay, a formidable competitor. Thanks for tuning in on Fox Sports. Carissa Moore, she has featured heavily in the final series at this contest over the years.
Coming at you, so it pushes back. I mean, the beautiful first turn, wraps that cutty. You can see the refraction here as it kind of flattens out. And she knows how important it is to finish strong, so she tries to kind of get creative on this final section. But it was a weird one, you know, it kind of wedged, and so but that actually contributes to the good surf on the inside as well.
Well, some movement down toward the southern end of the beach here. Johanne Defay just trying to kick the tail on that first section. It's going to give Carissa Moore priority and not get a number on the board. So we talked about not making mistakes because Johanne is so reliable for finishing her rides as she fell on that first turn.
We also saw Johanne Defay pick up what seems to be her best ride. You know, a little different style of wave. This one breaking away from Johanne, whereas you saw Carissa's wave coming back at her. And that is a much more critical section. So you'd have to say of this exchange that Carissa would get the better. Would you if you know you're going to be surfing Duranbah for your heats? That's looking a little too far ahead. Nice exchange that happened during the interview. And Carissa Moore, a very strong first maneuver. This is where we caught the rest of this wave. So she gets a very strong outside move with a lot of speed involved in it and gets a good finish. So this is going to be a good number for Carissa Moore. You know, 25 more surfers in the lineup. You end up taking anything that moves.
25, that's a quiet day.
I know, it is a quiet day. I was
especially
trying to
out here
in your region,
Duranbah.
in your zone.
But just a quick wave there for Johanne. She did score a 4.3 on that previous ride. Carissa's numbers are coming in and they're looking pretty solid. Just playing. Here we go. Johanne Defay's up. Just over 12 minutes to go. And she has a nice horseshoeing section bending back her way. She hits the oncoming left-hander. We'll get a closer look at that in a moment, but just over 12 minutes to go. She needed a pretty decent number, Pete. Final number 4 will tell us who will meet Sally Fitzgibbons in semi-final 2. At the moment, Carissa Moore has the edge, the three-time world champ, sitting with a 7 and a 4.17. Johanne Defay trying to fight back. Needs a 6.88 out of this ride, Pete, to get in front.
And here's that situation where the wave splits, and so she has to go up into it. She pulls it down, and it's a pretty good little snap here. I mean, she did lay it up there, and the fact that she stayed a little bit stuck up in the top will affect this, but it is her best number so far. So she's staying in this heat.
And here we go. She's going to use it on this one. Nice little peak straight up into that first section. Good start to this ride. Powerful turn, drawing it right back to the pocket. So that's 3 moves so far. Little kick on the tail. Needed a 5.78 to get herself into the lead.
Well, and you talked about the momentum shift. It felt like her surfing felt that as well. And right there, she's selling it back, but this wave actually turns out to be pretty good. As she digs into that first maneuver, patient off the second bottom turn, driving through another maneuver. Out in the face, though.
Something standing up on the outside for the three-time world champion. She's trying to improve her lead by getting rid of a 4.17 with this ride. Loads up some speed. Good section standing up here. And Carissa absolutely clouts it. Moving through to the inside now. Cutting back. Looks energized. Wants to get that finish. Floats the end section.
For that 4.17, especially just with this one first turn. I mean, that was a committed first snap. I mean, that's the kind of surfing you were talking about. A little more extended.
Bit more drawn out, wasn't it? Yeah. Each move. So she'd had a 7 earlier on, and she actually was kind of cutting her turn short. The wave was kind of dictating what move she could go for. This one had a better pace to it, and she slammed it.
Yeah, she was much more patient. And there it is, an excellent number. And I mean, like I said, that was a turning point. It literally happened so quickly. A mistake, the next right thing, got her suckered into the next wave. So Johanne couldn't better it, and she's on the next best wave. So awesome stuff from Carissa.
She didn't punish herself.
Yeah.
For the mistake. She punished the wave. In particular, this area, it is the Bundjalung Nation right here. And we were lucky to have a surfer representing the Bundjalung people in the Quicksilver Pro and Solly Bailey. Right now, we've got Carissa just chipping away without priority in the inside. But it was great seeing Solly wearing the Aboriginal flag on one sleeve, the Australian flag on the other. So just under 5 minutes remaining here, as we now see down the southern end of the beach, Johanne Defay just chipping away at the requirement, you'd think. And she has to go all out now. She's getting out there as fast as she can. She wants to try and chip away at this 9.57. It's not at the point this heat just yet where she's just thinking, I'll get it done with one wave. But it's getting close. And she's gone as high as 5th place at the end of the season. Carissa Moore up at the moment. Carissa, on the other hand, has had 21 Championship Tour wins and won 3 world titles. So, at 26 years of age, we're expecting her to do a lot more winning.
A few more world titles.
Guarantee
Love the
it.
innovation here. You know, punching the lips, spinning around. It was a softer section, so just to make it a little bit more exciting. And then she's going to try and back it up again. That time not as successful. But if you look how she sets it up, her eyes are right there on that soft section. So she had identified that that was the type of section she was going to go for, at least the blowtail. Did it further by actually spinning it all the way around.
Johanne has to make this wave count with 2 minutes to go. She needs to chip away at this requirement. It's not going to happen for her. She was trying to better a 5.43. That one just faded away to nothing. Down there on the inside, trying to break through these breaking waves, and Carissa's just enjoying the opportunity to warm up for the semis. Throws that tail. She's got the control to ride out of this one. Moving through to the inside, pops the fins free again, throws it into reverse.
There we go.
Will that be better than the 7?
I would say if you want to push the envelope for progression in women's surfing, you start scoring that. It wasn't the highest quality that I've ever seen for Carissa Moore as far as you know, innovation and progression part of it, but she did it and completed it, and I feel like, yeah, it could go 7.5.
I agree with you. I think you need to see some gifts for this, throwing this kind of risk.
I mean, she had a lot of speed there, and it wasn't like there was any mistakes coming out of it, and then she punches the fins up and over and rotates around pretty easy.
And Carissa thanking her fans after giving them her signature. She is buzzing. She's into the semi-finals. Johanne Defay out of the event. Stick around. The WSL Post Show is just around the corner.